Hi everybody, my name's Stephanie. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell on Etsy, I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, and I do little videos selling things online here on YouTube. So check out my past videos. I have been selling, every time I do a video, I sell a few things, not everything. So if you're interested, just make a comment or email me, but I'm always giving my watchers a good deal and cheap shipping prices. But today I wanted to talk about clocks. Now, I just sold a clock on Etsy for $75. It's from the 1940s, 50s. In my past videos, I've been talking about cleaning out my garage because sometimes I'll just buy things from auctions and then just put them on a shelf. I'll get to it later and years go by. But there's just been so many cool things I've had in those boxes I forgot about. And this West clocks from the 30s, 40s clock or era. That clock sold for $75 within a day on Etsy. I listed it. I sold it for a lot lower than other people. People were selling them not working at $100. I did mine working for $75. And in the past, I know I've passed up little, like plug-in vintage clocks, and I just thought, whatever. But this, I just never picked them up. But this I got from my local auction. Sometimes they'll sell a whole table full of items, like for $5. I mean, I'll just bid $5, and I always win it because it's like random things. And in my mind, I didn't think, oh, this will go for much, because it just looked like an old. I don't know. Vintage things do sell, but to me, in my mind, I didn't think it'd go for much. But yeah, it sold within a day for $75. But I thought I'd do some research. I typed in vintage 1930s, 40s clocks, and these ones right here. There's a picture. They're going for like over $300. So that's something to keep an eye out for. I always enjoy watching your videos of what you pick up, because there's a lot of times I don't think something like that would sell, and they do. So from now on, when you go to thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales, even if you pay $20, I mean, that's not much paying for an older clock if it's working, if you can make $75 to $300, $400 on them. But so yeah, that was a fun quick sell. I want to share that with you on Etsy. I'm going to go over some items I've sold. I've just been trying to get caught up with my items to list rather than going to yard sales every week. As much as I love yard sales, I've just got to get caught up listing things, because my inventory room, like as you can see, doesn't look that bad from here, but I have like buckets of items I still haven't listed. And I think as sellers, we need to focus on listing more and not buying more until we've listed the items. There'll always be so much. I feel like there's so much inventory out there, more than I can even buy, from thrift stores, auctions, yard sales, estate sales. I'll always have a place to go to buy inventory. So I'm just trying to focus on getting up. Yard sale season is going to be ending here soon, because in Utah it starts getting really cold, like in the next couple of weeks. So I might go next week. I didn't go out early yesterday, but I had to run an errand, and there was a yard sale sign on the way to the store. I'm like, I'm just gonna look. But in my videos, I talk a lot about Stampin' Up. It's kind of a Utah thing, I think. But this lady had tons of Stampin' Up stuff, but I was being picky. I was like, I'm not just gonna buy it all and be a hoarder and take forever to list it. But she had a big bin with probably 50 packages of the paper, Stampin' Up paper, which I'm going to show you. One just sold here on eBay for $30. So all these packages of Stampin' Up, and a lot of these, when you're buying them new on the website, like every 6 months or a year, I think they're called retired. So these looked older, the older sheets of paper. I just sold one on eBay, which I'm going to post a picture here. Now, I sell Stampin' Up stuff from my friend. She's distributor, or she's actually relatives with the lady that owns Stampin' Up, and she gets a lot of inventory. She sells it as a business. She's been doing it forever. And then I sell it for her excess inventory or things that didn't sell locally, and she gives me a percentage. But the Stampin' Up Golden Honey, just so you can get an idea what I bought at the yard sale, paper sold for $31.45. It comes with 12 sheets. I'm not a scrapbooker. I have 4 boys, and just even with the items I've given them, they're like, we don't have room for this. They don't really care about like photo albums, pictures, and things like that. Maybe in the future they might. I have it here at my house, but I don't spend tons of money on scrapbooking. I just have like little photo albums and stuff. But people here, especially here in Utah, spend a lot of money on the stamps. They're like the dies. They're called dies, and I'll show you a few here in a second. But yeah, I bought this whole bin full of the Stampin' Up! Paper for $30. And she also, it was like towards the end, since I went late to the yard, so they were just getting rid of stuff. She had all this vintage fabric. It's still out in my car. I didn't bring it in. I'm being lazy. But like Yankees, like looked like it was from the 50s or 60s, like curtains for $25. And then she had some vintage fabric, which has sold for me in the past really good, like from the 70s, so women can make skirts or dresses for $25. So I got everything for $31. And plus she had a free section. And I should have brought it in. Next video I'll show you. Now, you can tell Fruit of the Loom and Hanes, the tags, what era. This looked old. It looked like from the 80s. And I couldn't tell what the picture was on the front. But the shirt was in pretty good condition. But it looked like a shirt from the 80s with the Hanes tag. And it was free. And plus, I've noticed in the past people buy, in fact, I'm going to look it up right now. People buy old Spiegel. That Spiegel catalog. She had some Spiegel catalogs. Oh my gosh! So if you bought, here's one, a Spiegel, and I'll put a picture up here in a minute. Here's a Spiegel catalog from 1980s. It's called Art Deco, $175. Wow! I should have really went through her bin. I got like 4 Spiegel magazines, but it's just women wearing clothes. It's not like anything like Christmassy or whatever, but maybe even if I get $10 or $15 for it, I'll be excited because I got it for free. And then she had a ton of craft. She had a huge box full of craft, like how to, like painting, but books. But I just don't have the room, and I don't want to feel overwhelmed right now. So I just picked up Halloween craft magazines or books and the Spiegel magazines for free. So always look for free items at yard sales. Okay, I've been ranting long enough. Let me tell you what I've sold this past couple of days. Now on Etsy, I did sell that clock for $75. And then this Monkeys 1966 band pin, I have about 10 of these. I got, I've been selling them just off and on. That sold for $15. I was selling them up to $20 on Facebook Marketplace, but I got them at my local auction. They had a bunch of band items, and I don't think I paid more than $20 for everything on that table. This auction place I go to, they become more popular, so I'm not getting things as cheap as I used to, so I have to be more picky. I had discovered them when they were brand new, and not too many people knew about them, so I was getting things for pretty cheap. But anyways, those are the 2 things I sold on Etsy. On Poshmark, I sold this, it's a Disney Vampirina, so it's a vampire. I think Vampirina is a cartoon or some kind of character. I got this outfit. It's new with tag for 50 cents at a yard sale, and that sold for, I don't know why it's not coming up, $10. So I had it for 15 and someone offered me 10, so I only paid 50 cents for it. And then I sold these Hot Topic dinosaur shoes I got at a yard sale for $2 for 13. Yeah, I thought they'd go. I always think things are going to go for a lot more, but if they've been sitting a while and I still know I'm going to make money, I don't mind taking a deal and just moving inventory. But on eBay, sales have been good. Lots of Stampin' Up! Stuff, but like I say, every video I don't show every little stamp set I sell because that gets boring. But I will show a couple things so you can keep your eye out for, because these things go for pretty good. But this DreamWorks Shrek Bubble Maker, I had bought these at a, when you go to grocery stores, they have clearance bins, and I've had this a while, probably 4 years, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. It was in a box, and then I listed it a couple years ago, and then, yeah, it only went for $12.58, but I only paid 50 cents for it. It still had the sticker. You can find good things in store clearance bins, like grocery stores. This BOG Collective off-the-shoulder floral jumpsuit sold for $17.98. That was $1. I remember this lady, she had tons of jumpsuits like that. Everything's $1. And then, like I showed you, this Golden Honey specialty paper, I'm going to show you the paper. That one for $31.45. So someone's paying $31.45 for 12 sheets of paper, but it's like a bumblebee thing. So I think they put the paper in these scrapbooking albums, and they put the pictures over the paper. That's how they're using the paper. It's not my thing, but a lot of people really enjoy it. So, like I said, keep your eye out for that. This is called a Canvas turn signal switchback LED light bulb, $14.38. I'm pretty sure I got this at my local auction. That's not something I would just pick up at a yard sale. When I buy things at my local auction, I get a table full of random items. I forgot I even had that, so when it sold, I'm like, what? What is that? I don't remember even listing that. And so I want to show you the Stampin' Up! Ribbon. So 3 ribbons. There were Stampin' Up! Christmas ribbon, lot of 3, called Very Vanilla, Gold, and Merry Christmas, for $31.49. So that's good. You know, 3 rolls of ribbon for $31. People aren't just going to buy regular ribbon like you get at the craft stores. They like specialty ribbon. I sold this Super Mario edition bag. It's like an electronics laptop bag for $16.18. The numbers are odd because I'm having a 10% sale. I thought I did a 10% sale for only a week, but it must have been I actually did it for a whole month, which is fine. I don't care. I've been selling pretty good and moving inventory. But I got that at I remember it was like a church yard sale fill-a bag, so I probably only paid 50 cents for that. Wasn't much. This Move Over white metal car license plate, you put it in your car and it says Move Over, and people can see it out of their rearview mirror or something. But that wasn't a free bin, so that was one of my free items. That only went for $11.49, but when it's free, even if you only make profit after fees and everything, like $4 or $5, to me that's still good. It all adds up. This giraffe keychain it's a vintage 1993 giraffe keychain from Avon, went for $13.49. I just sold a little elephant just like this, same thing from Avon. It was a bunch of Avon things from my local auction. Like the whole table was like $5. People don't really like Avon. I don't really like selling Avon stuff, but if it's unique like that, like these keychains, or if it's like a little animal, glass animal, I like stuff like that. People seem to buy it. I sold not too long ago on Etsy some Avon like cardinal birds, glass birds, and it still had the perfume in it, and they went for over like $20-something. But I won't just buy stuff like that at yard sale unless it's a quarter and I know I can get pretty good for it. This Otto Big Sun Ranch trucker hat went for $25.18. This was part of, I think I did a video of a big lot of hats I bought at my local auction. There was a ton of them. One was even autographed by Larry H. Miller, who owns the Jazz team. So I think all the hats I bought, I think it came to $17.50. But this one sold for $25.18. It's a vintage trucker hat. And then this John Deere overalls, like vintage Oshkosh sold for a lot. John Deere, and then what else is it? My mind went blank. It's another type of the little Levi overalls and the little baby jeans. They always go for pretty good. But this I got at a yard, so I think I paid $1 for that. I wouldn't have paid more than $1. That went for $19.78. Baby clothes don't sell it for a ton unless it's like a Burberry brand, a big name brand. But the little overalls people always buy, the denim ones. But that's it so far for the last couple days. Check out my videos. I'll be making a video once or twice a week of things I'm just going to sell for a low price. It's getting close to Christmas, so there'll be good deals for Christmas shopping for your kids, grandkids, husband, wife. Most of my items are brand new, and I don't charge a lot on shipping. So keep an eye out on my videos, and thanks for always watching, and I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye.